If Dustin is not performing as well as he should, you can diagnose the problem with a simple home checkup test. If Dustin fails any part of the checkup test, he may need a replacement part. In this case, please call our customer care center at 1-888-549-8847 for toll-free support in the US and Canada, or email us at support@bobsweep.com. Our hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific Time. Remove Dustin from the charging station. Make sure Dustin is not near stairs, objects, or delicate items, furniture, baseboards, or ledges, as his sensors are not working normally while in checkup mode, and he can fall off edges and run into objects. To put Dustin in checkup mode, press and hold the Go, Charge, and Wi-Fi buttons simultaneously for a few seconds, until the bot says,
Home checkup mode activated.
Dustin is now in checkup mode. In this mode, Dustin's LiDAR sensor rotates. Dustin's checkup includes 7 steps. Each step of the home checkup test verifies the performance of a different function on Dustin. Switch between the different steps by pressing the Wi-Fi button. You'll hear Dustin announce the name of the test you can perform in that step. Once the desired step is reached, initiate testing by pressing the Go button, and you'll hear Begin Test. End each test by pressing the Go button again, and you'll hear Dustin say Stop Test. To exit the checkup mode at any time, press and hold the Go, Charge, and Wi-Fi buttons. You'll hear Exiting Home Checkup Mode, and Dustin's LiDAR sensor will stop rotating. If Dustin is left idle for more than a minute during the checkup test, he will automatically exit the home checkup test.
Exiting home checkup mode.
Step 1. Battery. As Dustin enters checkup mode, you will hear
Home checkup mode activated. Battery.
Alternatively, you can press the Wi-Fi button a few times again until you hear
Battery.
Press the Go button and you'll hear
Begin test.
If the battery is sufficiently charged, all 5 indicators light up. And the lower the battery charge, the less number of indicators light up on the screen. If only one indicator lights up, the battery's charge is below 10%. Allow Dustin to fully charge overnight. If manually placing Dustin on the charging station, make sure the charging plates on Dustin are in contact with the charging stations. The battery indicator should be pulsing to confirm Dustin is in fact charging. Press Go to stop test, then press Wi-Fi to move to the next step. Step 2. Edge Sensors. While Dustin is in checkup mode, press the Wi-Fi button until you hear
Edge Sensors.
Press the Go button to begin test. To test the edge sensors, lift Dustin off the floor about a foot. Make sure the edge sensors are not accidentally covered by your fingers. It's also recommended to remove Dustin's side brush to ensure the edge sensors are not obstructed. The left, middle, and right edge sensors on Dustin each correspond with the Go, Mute, and Trouble indicators on the screen. These indicators start flashing when Dustin's lifted off the floor. Place Dustin back on a hard, flat surface and the flashing will stop. Once done, press the Go button and you'll hear Stop Test. Then move on to the next step. Step 3. Charging Station. Press the Wi-Fi button until you hear
Charging Station.
Place Dustin about half a foot in front of the plugged-in charging station, with his bumper facing away from the station. Then press Go, and you'll hear Begin Test. Dustin will start to rotate counterclockwise for about 330 degrees. As Dustin starts to rotate and the charging station and Dustin's sensors successfully communicate, the indicators on Dustin's screen take the following states. Once done, the indicators shine solid to confirm all sensors are in good working condition. Press the Go button and stop test, then move on to the next step. Step 4. Bumpers and Wi-Fi. Press the Wi-Fi button until you hear
Bumpers and Wi-Fi.
Press Go to begin test. In this step, once you begin test, Dustin automatically tests his connection to Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi indicator lights up on the screen. To test the bumper's touch sensors, place Dustin on a flat surface. Then slowly press the left, center, and right side of Dustin's bumper. The following indicators each correspond with one of the touch sensors and flash upon successful passing of each touch sensor test. The left touch sensor will correspond with the trouble indicator. The center touch sensor will correspond with the go and trouble indicator, and the right touch sensor will correspond with the go indicator. To test the LiDAR's mini bumper, lightly press the LiDAR cover. The mute indicator will start flashing on the screen to confirm the LiDAR mini bumper is in good condition. Once done, press the Go button to stop the test. Then move on to the next step. Step 5. Motors. Press the Wi-Fi button until you hear
Motors.
Lift Dustin off the floor or hold him tight to secure his position, as he will move with force in this step. When ready, press Go to begin test. The vacuum motor pulses and blows air from the left rear vent for a few seconds, then stops. The mute indicator lights up on the screen to confirm the vacuum motor is working fine. The wet mopping pump also starts running for a few seconds, then stops. At the same time, the left and right wheels, as well as the main and side brushes, will start rotating, confirming their motors are in good working condition. Once done, press the Go button to stop the test, and then move on to the next step. Step 6. LiDAR, charging, and self-empty. Press the Wi-Fi button until you hear
LiDAR, charging, and self-empty.
Place Dustin back on a flat surface, and press Go to begin the test. Place Dustin against a white wall and slowly rotate him with your hand. The mute indicator flashes as each of the LiDAR's 3 directions detect the wall. Place Dustin on his plugged-in charging station, with the charging contact points touching. After about 5 seconds, the self-empty function should run, and the go and trouble indicators flash on the screen to confirm the battery charging is in working order. Dustin will announce,
Test successful.
Press the Go button to stop the test. Step 7. Reset device. If you press the Wi-Fi button again, you will hear
Reset device.
Note that this is a hard reset of all Dustin's data and will erase any information stored on the device. This includes all existing map data, scheduling data, and customized cleaning data. To avoid accidental erasing of Dustin's data, use this step in isolation only. Do not press Go, and watch the hard reset Dustin video for more information. The home checkup test is now complete. Press the Go, Charge, and Wi-Fi buttons together again. You'll hear
Exiting home checkup mode.
And Dustin's LiDAR sensor will stop rotating. If Dustin completes the checkup test without any issues, then his internal parts are working properly. For further assistance with the home checkup test, contact our support team.